I get a lot of people asking how we get our kids to participate in the house and do some chores along with this. Well, it's all about incentives, and today's incentives that I'm gonna be sharing with you is the Mommy Store. All right, hey everybody, I'm Rachel Bennett. Welcome back to The Now Mom. I'm gonna be sharing with you how we incentivize our kids to help around the house, how we teach them about like monetary exchange, money, saving up, as well as reward system. And I've got the best reward system out there. Mommy Store is my top and most favorited thing ever and talked about all over. I have lots of friends that ask how we do it, lots of family members, and this has been something that's been going around in my family for some time. Our Mommy Store starts out with their chores. So we actually do not pay our kids to have chores around the house or participate in chores around the house. The chores are part of living with our family and helping taking care of the home, and we all participate in that. But I do pay in a point system for extra chores. Sometimes I incentivize them when it's been a really hard day, or sometimes we talk about doing extra fun things for other people. There's lots of different ways to incentivize with doing a Mommy Store situation. They have to first finish their required chores, like make their bed, do their chore in the kitchen, load the dishwasher, whatever it is for their age appropriate chores. Then after that, they can do extra chores to earn points. So some of our extra chores include like window washing, could be doing someone else's chores, extra help in the laundry, cleaning mom or dad's room, or deep cleaning like a closet, things like that. And that gives them points. All right, and then the points go towards the Mommy Store. So the Mommy Store can be anything. A lot of times we have treats, we have like extra food or snacks that are not usually part of what we give every day. We have toys, we have books, and if you have older kids, or even younger kids, privileges. Privileges are awesome and great incentives for Mommy Store. And according to the point system, so how you give your kids points for chores and extra activities or things that they do around the house is also how you're gonna balance out how much you charge for items at the Mommy Store. I'll give you guys a full breakdown over on theohanaadventure.com showing you exactly how I charge, what's for the chores, as well as how we do the Mommy Store. So let's look at all of our items for sale today. All right, here we have is bag candy and small items. So I measure out and I put them in the snack bags candy. Today we got lots of sour and gummy candies. This is our 25 point area. These are small toys. Then we have small bags and then this kind of souvenir. When we travel, I like to buy extra souvenirs and cute little things, and then the kids can buy them out of the Mommy Store. So we have small bags, these are like coin purses, and then we also have like medium-sized candy. Then we have medium toys, these are squishies, and then this fun game. This is a fun game to take while you're traveling. Here we have more random things. This is a deck of cards and then some snacks, and then bigger bags, and then big toys. Okay, Evie has a small toy for 25, the rock for, was this 35? And then this makes 75, and that equals 220. We have a fun guest today, Miss Rach, and she's gotten some toys here. So we have two in the small ones, and that's 25 each, so that's 50. And this one is 45, so that's 95 points. And Rhett has 250, so minus 95, 155 left. Okay, you can take those, Miss Rhett, and if you want to get something else after everyone's gone through, you can go again. It's such an interesting, like, awesome opportunity for the kids to learn how to use their money, their point/money, and really figure out, like with math, how much they have, what they can afford. And in this sense, it's also great because it's not just like, oh, here you can have this candy and have this and this and this. That's good too, but this motivates them to do more chores later on, or to help out around the house, or in our case, sometimes when we're filming, or not even just filming, like getting along with kids in the school, I'll be like, hey, happy kids today get an extra 10 points. Or like if you're on a road trip, I also do road trip Mommy Store, which kind of equates to actual money and gives them souvenir money. So when we're road tripping or traveling, we'll say, okay, if you guys can make it through the flight, be really, really good, get along and helpful, everyone will get this many points. Or if they are fighting, we actually have taken away points. Like, okay, kids that fight, sorry, negative 20 points or negative 10 points or whatever it is. And you have to kind of understand how it works out, like what a job is equal to, just kind of like inflation. So like if the minimum wage goes up, then all the money in the Mommy Store or the prices in the Mommy Store have to go up too. So it is a balance, and I'll explain all the points in our chores in just a second. All right, welcome to my pantry. This is where I have my big board, my list of all the things that they can earn points for as well as what they can redeem those points for, whether it's mommy store, an extra privilege, a daytime thing. So here we go. Let's do a breakdown. Here is the breakdown of all the extra chores. So most of them are cleaning or pulling things. So pulling weeds, 20 points per bag. So it's like a Walmart bag. Windows, washing windows, 20 points for the big windows, 10 points for the smaller ones. Front entrance closet, cleaning it out, 20 points. The guest bathroom, 20 points. These are specific areas. Movie room and DVD shelf, 15. Game closet, 15. And so on. Entrance closet, mom's closet, van. So some of these chores are actually part of someone's chore, and I've noticed that over time these are chores that don't get done all the time. And even when we say, hey, you gotta get all your chores done, sometimes we're a little bit like, okay, they did their best, that's awesome. And because they are big, I have 6 chores sections, zones in our house, and those zones can be kind of big for younger kids. And so sometimes when like a younger kid has a big chore, like a younger kid might have POGL, which is pantry, office, guest room, and laundry room. So that means, that's why laundry is up here, like if they have to fold laundry. Sometimes it's really hard for like our young Cora to switch to the laundry, fold it, make sure the pantry's all organized. And so some of these items on here are things that get neglected even through the chores. So I kind of just go, you know what, Cora tried her best, or whoever tried their best, so I will give points for doing some of these extra chores. And what's awesome is whenever we have cousins or friends over, they want to do mommy store and they know we have movie nights and I buy these treats or have these toys or these fun activities, and because of that I get all of my extra chores done. So when I have like guests over, it's awesome because I have really clean windows. I also have like pantry and laundry room that's always clean, my office or like the front entrance, or my cars get vacuumed and cleaned out, which I absolutely love because I actually am not really good at like vacuuming out my car. And so this is a great opportunity to have the kids take charge and learn how to clean things, but also get paid to do it. All right, so here is a clip of our chore wheel, and these are the chores. And if you haven't watched that chore wheel, how we made it, click up here in this link and I'll show you exactly how we did the chores and how we divvied up everything into a chore wheel, which is zones. Here we go. Here is our chore wheel, has everyone's name and then also all of the chores. Because my youngest is 8 years old now, it's easy to divide most of the house into equal chores. And then we just know that some of the younger kids need a little bit of help, so that's why we have extra chores on there. But also I can step in and help during that week because I know, oh, Cora might have a hard time reaching the laundry, washing machine, or so-and-so might have a hard time like really sweeping and getting the corners and the dirty parts. So I help out a little bit more in those areas. Our zones are classroom, movie room, entrance, living room, basement. This is POGL, pantry, office, guest room, and laundry room, kitchen and dining room, and bathrooms. And so these are the chores that they do not get paid for. Whereas these chores inside my pantry, they can get extra points and get paid for that. So Mommy Store is part of like movie nights, but we can do Mommy Store every day, or they can go to say the treasure box if you have that to kind of redeem their points in. But the Mommy Store is like, you know, everyone comes to the movie's for free and the popcorn's for free, but anything else like the treats, the candy, the toys, if you have sodas or chips or other snacks or whatever you have, that is something that they have to pay for. I have written on the board what I showed a little bit earlier in the Mommy Store. So we have a small bag of candy, toys, coins, medium bags, big toys, so that next week we can make sure everything is priced the same. If they don't want to wait for Mommy Store and they want a privilege or something out of, say, the treasure box, they can use the Mommy Store points here, or they can come and do some privileges. So I have it on the same board so they know, okay, these are the ones I can earn and these are the ones on what I can get. Here we have free time or screen time. So 30 minutes is 30 points. A movie night alone is 200 points. So if they want to watch a movie like with mom or dad, or even by themselves and stay up kind of later, it's 200 points. A movie night with a sibling, so they basically split the cost, that's 100 points each. An extra play date in the week, which is 40 points. A late night, 1 hour up extra is 100 points. And then a date with a parent is 300 points. So that date with a parent would be like me taking out, oh look, Miss Cora, you wanna go on a date? No. But like if Cora wants to go out to like a movie, or if she wants to go into dinner, this is a really fun one and it really incentivizes. Okay, some more privileges that we have down here are day off from school and no chores for a day. That's 500 and 300 points. I like to have some big ticket items because it teaches the kids how to save and which is fantastic because we want something bigger and something really appealing for them to work to. Now, obviously, whatever works for you guys in your family, privileges that you feel comfortable with. I know that, like, honestly, I've been doing this for so many years, and I think I've only had 2 kids ever pay for a day off of school. Not like I don't want them to. In my head, I didn't want this to be something so easy that they would do all the time. So that's why it is a big ticket item of 500 points. And then also no chores for a day, 300 points, which is awesome because they don't have to do their chores and then they get a total like a day off for that. So I love these fun incentives because it gives kids that motivation to be able to do like not just the chores around the house, because that's like required every day, you know, like our regular chores, and our chore wheel is required for each day, like to go out and play with friends or to, you know, go and have some free time and, you know, whatever they want to do around the house. But also that's required before they even can earn the points. So I'm going to go ahead and break down how I did the point system. So you've seen all of the numbers, but now I'm going to break down my reasoning behind all this. Okay, so how I figured out the point system is first you have to give value to something. So whether you give value to like the reward, so like the privilege or the mommy or like the treat, or you give like value to the chore itself, then you can help figure out everything else. So let's take like washing walls or like windows, 20 points. So I went off of like how long this chore might take. So washing the window could probably take about, I would say even like 10 minutes for like the big ones, 10 to 20 minutes for a big window, and that's 20 points. So I take that 20 points and then we're going to go over to like a store aspect. So 20 points is kind of lower. And so that directly goes to, say, our bags of candy. So our small bags of candy, I did 15 points, which is kind of in between our windows. Our windows are 10 to 20, and then our small bag of candy is 15 points, and then I went from there. So I found like some of the cheaper chores, or like the chores that I thought would be the least amount of points, and then I also balanced out with like, say, the bags of candy. So the bag of candy, which is a small snack bag about this, I actually weigh it out. So the gummy candies are about 2 ounces. The sour candy is about 1 3/4 ounces. And then some like chocolates might be like 1.5 ounces, because that's how they do it at the store. So your regular store, if you go down, I went into the dollar section of our like Walmart or the dollar store, and you can see like, okay, for $1 I can get 8 ounces of or 6 ounces of this candy, but I can also get like the same size looking bag, but it's only say 4 ounces of that candy because some candy is worth more. So like chocolate is always a little bit more expensive. You don't get the same amount of ounces as you do gummies. That's kind of how that works. So valuing something, so the small chores, the 10 and 20 points is going to go for the small bag of candy, and then I went up from there. So in size as well as value, I went up in like the coin purses, almost double. A regular candy size bar is 35 points, which is a little bit more than double than the small bags of candy, because that's about their worth as well in points, as in like money or in like ounces. And then I went up from there with toys and bigger toys. So some toys may not balance out, because our giant toys that we had on the table earlier in this video, that's like a $20 toy. So if you were doing it by like points, like some points, like 10 points would be $1, but your small bags of candy aren't really $1. So it doesn't exactly work with monetary like straight across the board, and you could do that. That's a way that you could do it, but I kind of balanced out from the small and then going up from there. So I also took the small points and how long it takes them to do that, and I wanted to do privileges for what its value. So our free time, our free screen time is 30 minutes for 30 points. So if somebody washed a window and they got 10 points and that took them about 10-15 minutes, that's like the same value as like 30 minutes. So 10 minutes for 10 points, 30 minutes for 30 points. That's how I did the free time. The movie nights, and up from there, the movie night with a sibling, late night, dates, and so on, I kept in the hundreds because I wanted it to be kind of like a round number. And I was trying to figure out how many days of work it would take, or how many items of work it would take for them to earn to get a movie night or a date night. Now that is easy because we wanted them to do so many days of work. So if somebody is doing 20 points and they do about 5 extra chores a day, that's 100 points. Weirdly, our kids don't do like that many in one day. They'll only do like 1 or 2 extra chores to get points. And so 100 points would be a movie night with a sibling. That's 100 points. So they worked their butt off and they got a movie night. So if they did that multiple days in a row, then they could afford a movie night alone, or they could afford a date with a parent. And then honestly, after a couple weeks of doing extra chores, then they would get a day off from school. So that's the idea, that they work really hard and it takes a longer time for them to earn the points/money to be able to get these bigger ticket items. I'll have everything written down, and you can start your own mommy store with a breakdown of points, their value system over on the ohanaadventure.com, even with some free printables. So make sure you guys check that out on the ohanaadventure.com, because Mommy Store has been around for a long time, and I'm sure it's going to be around a lot longer. And if you guys use it, please comment, tag me, because I really want to see it in work. It is an awesome system. I absolutely love the Mommy Store. So check that free printable out. It's coming out over on the ohanaadventure.com. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed this Mommy Store adventure with us. I want to know what you guys do for your point system or monetary system, or how you incentivize your kids to do chores and help out around the house. All right, thanks for hanging out with me today on The Now Mom. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.